Hello my smelly friends and family, how are you guys? Another video for you. This one we all love. This one is a summer list for 2018 and it's a designer list. So very easy to wear fragrances. You know, it's almost like a complimented list because most of our complimented fragrances are the easy to wear, summer, aquatics, citrusy, you know, and that's what really people, you know, a lot of people like, and they're very crowd pleasing scents. So it's fun, you know, to wear just summer scents, of course. So this is my top 10 designer. And, you know, like I said, there's so many in my collection I could have chose and things like that. And I will be doing my niche list later in the near future here. But for designers, this is what I'm going to be pulling out this year and grabbing. So without further ado, let's get into number 10. This one is 2009 Summer Issey Miyake. A little bit, you know, I love the original, but this is a little bit nicer. It's got that yuzu still, tangerine, has a little bit of musk in here, but just a great release. And I know you can still, you can still find it, but it's not available, of course. It was discontinued, but 2009. And if you guys can't find this, the original is very good. It's always just a great, it's that sharp, citrusy, you know, his yuzu note is that sharpness of it. And it's really a great fragrance. Now this one I purchased, it's a little bit deeper, I think. It's almost kind of got like the Chanel, Bleu de Chanel smell to it. I like it a little bit better, and that's why I have it in my collection. And I do like the original, but I like this just a little bit better. It's a little bit, like I said, deeper and just a little nicer. Great performance on me too. But Dylan Blue by Versace, of course. Grapefruit, you know, the Ambroxan is just a huge, you know, it's compliment getter. People really like it, but excellent, you know, great summer fragrance, and I really am going to use this in my rotation this year. I really love this one. Now this one I wasn't thinking too much about putting in my list, but wow, I wore it the other day in some really warm weather, and it's so great because it's got this little sweetness to it, but man, it just comes off. If you guys like orange, blood orange, man, this one is it. But coming in, number 8, Ultra Zest. I love this stuff for summer. Steven from Redolescence, I think he went to the beach and wore this for several days for his little, I think it was like a vacation. And I was like, wow, I don't know, with the patchouli, it's a little bit sweet, but man, this stuff comes off great on my skin. And it's not too sweet. It's creamy, and you do kind of get that cream, you know, orange sickle thing kind of going on, but it's not that sweet. It comes off really great. And that blood orange is really, it's just surrounded by orange, and I really love that. So number 8, Ultra Zest by Mugler Cologne. Now this one, guys, I do like my niche version a little bit better, Virgin Island Water, but man, for the price of this, for the performance, I don't know if I just have an older bottle, but this stuff performs crazy, and it just really smells good. And you guys, you know, you're probably never really, I mean, you'll tell a difference a little bit, but if you're not really wanting to fork out the money for Virgin Island Water, which is one of my favorites, this stuff is awesome. But as you guys know already, St. Barts, Tommy Bahama, coming in at number 7. Of course, that lime. There's this guava note in there, and then I think there's like a, I think it's like tequila note, but it kind of really has that vacation in a bottle smell. You know, it's really, yeah, just, it's so nice. It's you just see, you know, when you smell this, you see someone just, you know, laying out at the pool with their drinks, and you know, the saltiness from the ocean and the sunlight, and it's just really a really bright fragrance. Really makes me feel good. I love wearing this one. Now, as you know, one of my favorite designers for winter is, of course, the La Nuit version of it. But this stuff, guys, is just awesome. And I did a review on it. And this is an actual 2009 bottle. Yeah, 2009 bottle, I believe. I love this stuff. I've worn a little bit of it. You can actually tell there's quite a bit of dent in this. I wore this quite a bit, but this kind of reminds me, it almost has like it's like an apple woodiness to it. And the way I like to describe this one, it's kind of like a Honeycrisp apple. And I'm not saying it smells like that, but I'm saying it has the sharpness of like that's you know, the sharp of the appleness. I'm trying to think of it. Not really sharp, but it's it's not the sour or sharp, but it's you know, you have the sweetness of the honey. Geez, I'm getting thrown off a little bit, but this is basically like a honey crisp because you have that crispness of the citrus in there, but it also has a little bit of sweetness in there. And guys, this one is just L'Homme. I get so many compliments with this one, and it comes off creamy as well, and it's just a great fragrance. So that one, guys, number 5, of course. So getting on with this one, number 5. This one is just crazy compliments. You know, I kind of waited. There was so much hate in the beginning of it, and then there was so much love because people started coming around, and I kind of waited for all that to cool over, you know, cool off, and you know, get out from being crazy. And I went out and just bought a bottle. Now this is the EDT version, and guys, still today, I love this fragrance. It's awesome. It's bright. It's citrusy. You have some grapefruit in there again. I'm sorry. You have ambroxan and bergamot in there, and guys, this one is just. It's awesome. It makes me feel so good, and people around you are gonna love it. So number 5, Sauvage EDT version from Dior. Now the last 4 are kind of, well, I'll get into the last 2, of course, but this one, no surprise. This one is awesome, excellent, aquatic. This is the 2016 version of it, but Invictus Aqua. There's an ambergris note in there, a yuzu note again in there. Something about this sucker is just incredible. I really like it. You know, some people will say it's a little generic or whatever it may be, but I don't know. I mean, this is, again, one of my top most complimented fragrances of all time. So if you guys can find this one, of course, it's, you know, the prices are a little hefty now because it is discontinued, but still, I think there's a difference between the new one and this. I still like this one better. So now this one's great. You've heard me rave about this on the review, and it's always been in a list of mine. It could be also a nice spring fragrance, but I'm gonna love this for summer. I still like the DNA of it, but I like the brightness of this one. So I do not have the original in my collection anymore. I think this one just crushes it for my taste anyway, and I just love it. But this one, Terre Hermes, this is the Fraiche version. This one is just wrapped around citruses, oranges, still has that little bit of woodiness in there. And guys, it's just a brilliant fragrance, guys. I love this one. I'm glad I got the huge bottle of it. So now these last 2, of course, they have a little spot in my heart, of course, because I just love these guys. These fragrances are great. They're not the most, you know, complimented, of course, and they might not be the most pleasing to certain people, but I just love it. I have a nice decant of this. This is my vintage bottle, which I love. It doesn't really even look like I put a dent in it, but I got a really nice decant of it, 20 ml decant of it that I use, and I just love it. It is just a great fragrance, but Dior Homme Sport. And again, like I said, it's not the ambroxan, ambergris, all that crazy, great complimented stuff that are in a lot of them, but this has that beautiful ginger, lemon. It is just something about it is just so... you got a little bit of that vetiver in there. It's deep, but it's still bright. It's just a really well-rounded fragrance. It's niche level, definitely niche quality. And again, I hate to say that. I didn't mean like niche is better. I'm just saying for it's almost like very creative with how they did it. And I really never smelled anything like it. So coming in number 2. Number 1, of course, I wore it for so long, and they finally brought out, I think, one that really performed so well on me. It kind of has the depth of the really early day vintage juice, and I just still love it today. I get so many compliments with this sucker. I just like this is one that'll never ever get old, you know. And now I finally have this one. I do have a backup bottle of it as well, but this one is the Profumo special blend version of it. And guys, this one is just, it still has those you know, those ocean notes or whatever, sea notes in there, but it's got this sweetness to it now. It's a little deeper. It actually really reminds me of the original. It has that oomph to it like the original does, like way back in the day when I first started wearing it, 2001. I love this stuff, guys. And if you can find the special blend, I think it's discontinued now, but really it's awesome. I do like it a little bit better than Profumo, and it just, you know, the regular one, I like it better than Essenza. Essenza's a great one too, but something about this one is just a deeper and great. I love it. So guys, there's my top 10 designers. Hope you enjoyed. And again, there's so many that I probably could have picked and all that, but these are the ones I'm really gonna enjoy wearing this year. And guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on them and some suggestions as well. If you don't, you know, if I don't have my collection, I'd love to always get suggestions. I learned so much from not only other reviewers, but so many people who you know, take the time to write. And there's so many guys that should be reviewing besides me, because you know they know so much more than me, and they've been in this a lot longer, and they really know. They just probably don't want to get in front of a camera. So, but guys, thank you so much for the support as always. And you know, I love doing this. I love this whole hobby and passion that we have for fragrances. So there's my top 10 designer summer fragrances. Next week or two, I will be doing a niche list, so look out for that. And I'll be continuing with some reviews. So thanks so much again. Rise Frags 34. We'll talk to you soon.